Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say it again, guys. This is PLEBs versus Owner's Legion. Match 1, game 2. PLEBs ahead, 1-0. We're playing Heilung Fjord, and let's see if Owner's Legion is actually able to get another chance here at taking a win of PLEBs. All right, they're gonna have to take out all the blue units, of course, and go back to the units that they want to pick here. Looking at the hero weapons, we haven't talked about it yet, but we could see a lot of medium armor on the Odin side last game as well, and now I think it's kind of similar.
Still 6 mauls.
6 mauls, there they are.
So here's the B.
Definitely alive. Here is a plan. Here you can see something is going to happen here, guys. This is going to be exciting.
Oh, so they're going to do the B strat, which I think is actually a big ball strat. So it's on Odin's to protect that supply and to beat them off of it because they've got the time to do so.
Yeah, exactly right.
And it's on plebs to win that push decisively and getting that block on supply, which I think we'll be watching Amir and people like Wero and things pushing onto that supply just to kind of delay those unit kills, these units coming out. So we'll see if it's on a stomp on B, but that's 10 on B, well, 9 on B, sorry.
Yeah, 9 on B, and all of the muskets are on the other side. So I'm also very curious to see if they also have a special strategy in mind that they will be utilizing.
No range hero classes, by the way, from one range hero class from Odin's Legion side. So they're not looking for that wall priority on the front of the walls. So they probably want to do this like that client defense or with a few of the melees. But definitely have to go and see this. These lag graphs every time we going.
All right, there we go, guys.
Coming over. Just put my bit. So still haven't reacted, but you have a lot of people rotating from B to A, and I've just there we go. A lot of people rotated from that B to A, so there was so it's good on Odin's not to overcommit. But they should see this now. It should be called. It should have already been called, so those units should be actually moving already over to A. They're not really needed on B. They've got this is the job of the short sword on here to kind of communicate this, and all of these on the front wall. So that breaches to half HP. So we're on half HP, and also the ram is hitting on A. They still haven't destroyed the gate on B, but it is open. I think that's correct. And then we'll wait for this A to ram to go. It looks like it'll be a little bit slower from plebs. But we can see the strat with the Chevaliers, probably some flames or some changes in there. And here's this treb that everyone's talking about, the one that we found. Well, as soon as those trebs got moved over, where you actually hit some of those shields on the side. It doesn't do a lot of damage to shields, by the way. You'll only kill about maybe 2/3 of the life, and maybe not even kill any units. But you can see 2 had hit that, and it barely done any damage. But the longsword should be able to heal that up, or maybe some healers. Way slower approach, but they have got these heroes in on the side on Zoo. So this really gives you this right side. I can't understand how important this part of the map is for the attackers and the defender side. It gives you that free range over that gate down towards Circus. And then it just looks like this is slow play from plebs.
Yeah, definitely. Just to get a few guys. So all of the plebs guys rotated back, right? We're not seeing anyone else on the other side. Last season we saw sometimes someone going for the supply, like Anya, and just trolling the shit out of them. But looks like it's going to be a full gate push. They might be trying to get in. Remember, there's no artillery in this match, guys. No artillery in the Seabee Rivals division. So minimal, perhaps playing the patient game. They're just using all the traps that they have. And some of those actually do get in, and there we go. That's a big hit. Ooh, Maul grab there. Maul grab still working, guys. It's confirmed. But he's able to get out. That's nice. All right.
That's one down. That's one down. That makes it 13-15, which is 30 seconds. Is quite a lot if you don't get in.
That was actually the Longsword rune working. Oh, look at it. All right, plebs using the flamers there quite efficiently. Or actually, Odin's Legion doing the same thing that plebs did on them. Using the flamers. Good Shanji throw there. I believe some of the flames might have been hit there.
This one at a time from plebs is actually working out quite a lot, and it's forced them back because they're not really getting that utility out from using those flames and no changes on that side. But I want to see this. This shield will actually match them.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is just leading them onto A, and it gives them too much room. They can split. They can do that split.
Oh, look at
between,
this! There's a smoke. This is such a good move. This is from PLEBs. Yes, right?
Where does this come from?
Yeah, that's probably PLEBs.
It is actually from the blue units. Yes, that is. Oh no, it's from Book. It's from Book.
Oh, is this from Book? Oh, oh, that smoke was actually a good change throw there.
And the flames are down. The flames are down for Odin, so those flames are down. That's why they was forced to move. But they have got all these chevs on this side, so that's a lot of damage. And we also see these cavalry units that's going to come in from plebs. So this is really going to come down for a pretty hard cavalry battle. I still haven't. No one said go yet.
Yeah, we're still having Shenji being thrown. Oh, Kev coming in though. Chevaliers, there we go. The fight is erupting now. We can still see the Imperial shield walls lined up there.
No anti-Kev, here we go. Oh wow, the chefs are just demolished. Oh wow, here we go. We need to bring into the sides.
And more smoke once again. Like they're trying to interrupt all the Shenjis, all the flames, everything that's there, and also the Chevaliers, of course. Looks like PLEBs is definitely holding their ground, and I feel like Odin's Legion frontline is losing a little bit, but here comes New Fort Bracho. Chevaliers also coming in from the left.
There's Amir on the supply with vasectomy as well, so it's blocking that supply. Yeah. They can't get units out here. This is the only units they've got, and they really haven't touched this. I mean, plebs are the only rising grace that probably Odin's have is that they haven't really covered this bridge with anything apart from a few Chevaliers. But it's about 10 heroes there. This is absolutely going to be a stomp.
Yeah, we're just going to follow plebs. They've just slowly withered down on Odin's Legion, one trap at a time, one hit at a time. Odin's Legion trying to fight back, but they've lost this A fight and they're in the full retreat now.
But they have stopped this, so there is no one else to block this apart from maybe if Smexy gets there. There we are. We've got the block on from vasectomy. So it's going to be a full home retreat from this, unless they do decide to go and see, which I think is a bit silly, considering their position. And they've got a lot of respawners coming in, so it does look like they're about to go. They're half and half in on this C actually, from what it looks like. So they do like a half strat. Yeah, that looks like it might be a full strat on C, which I do. You give them too much open space when they've taken it this fast and this.
No. All right, I'm still checking out the units. So the Odin's Legion still having Imperial shields. They got some Chevaliers in the back as well. So they're trying to get back in there. Let's see, lots of Chevaliers actually in that fight that's coming on the way, but plebs already up, right? Yep.
Absolutely, but this is actually on plebs here. I think this was a mistake on plebs. They wasn't too ready. They're not capped B, they're not capped C. So they've got to get slowly whittled down actually from B side on this small pathway, which is not a huge unit loss. It's probably just the rest of what they had on that A attack, but still it's good on Odin's to pick that up and actually take that. But this is a losing fight for them.
Yeah.
They've got this supply right behind it. You do not want to fight in this gate, not unless you've got
brute forcing their way on the B supply there, right through. I believe they wouldn't get through, but there they are. So they got through on the left. Odin's Legion is still trying to set up around that supply. That's interesting. That's definitely a new strategy that we haven't seen before. Let's see if they can make it work somehow. But the guys are not responding to the push from the left, I feel like.
Absolutely, but yeah, you just see this swamp from C. So Odin's Legion caught out here, and they're not pushing people away from supply either. So they're using this whole kind of pathway that they've got to reduce that cav effect that obviously plebs have got a lot more.
Yeah, another big trap there. This doesn't look like a spotted fight. Plebs just killing all of that front line there, and all the range in the back on the Chevaliers are now just free food for plebs to clean up, getting the supply even before they take the C point here.
Absolutely, and they're focusing more on these heroes and these unit kills, which is extremely valuable. This unit dropper is actually incredibly annoying, but you'll focus on this. But I do think this could be maybe a cab wipes a good 100 units, and we've seen them before. If they don't clear this up too fast, then this is a delay on C that plebs really don't want to have, and it does look like they're not exactly losing this left side, but they're not exactly winning it super hard. So the people that's respawning will respawn on home, and they'll come down and they'll start to get this. But no cav could come down this part. Yep. They have to go down to it. So they're getting the cap on C. They just need a hero here, maybe one or two, maybe some of their units to kind of come and block this off, and this will delay the home point time that plebs have got. But it looks like they've already capped that supply. This is doomed, so they need to go back to home, get this proper setup, this circular setup on the home. We'll not even talk about C anymore because that's completely gone. But they are in a very vulnerable spot here with the units, where the trap can come apart from that fence. And it's only some pike militia.
Interesting, like Berserkers and Smexy were still fighting on the left side, keeping so many of Odin's busy. So Odin's are gonna have to hurry up now, because 5 or 6 other players are still just fighting off whatever was left there from plebs. Meanwhile, the whole pleb team almost have switched units, and Odin's Legion doesn't look like they're really ready to defend this final cap right now.
Absolutely. In fairness, I'm looking at the units, and they've got a few green and blue units. These double golds do not work for this long run fight. You'll see a lot more gold units coming from plebs now, or maybe some purples or some high tier blues for this skirmishing that we've got. So we've got a lot of chevaliers, by the way, in the back with their retinues. We've also got a lot of cav, actually. So we've got the cataphracts.
I'm also going to focus on this one. We got a deathmatch going on the small hill there. 2 heroes taken out from Odin's Legion right from the start. 2 more pikes trying to get away. Oof, that's a pretty big hit there. Kicker Flint picking up the kill. And this is a sign for plebs to go. Look at this. Imperial pikes going to the main stairs there.
We do have these hussars in the back, so it's 3 units of cav. So it's what these units of cav can do against all of this anti-cav, and how effective this is going to be. So they don't want to call it too early, and they don't want to call it too late.
This is going to be reported. Oh, look at this. All the smoke. Both teams having smoke. Throwing in the Shenji, throwing in the flames. Those are going to be a miss. A lot. Traps coming in. Cav coming in as well.
And here come this Cav. Here's coming this Cav. But the yes, and the Madal's going to block it off. The Madal's going to block it off.
More Cav coming. Cataphracts there. Let's see if they can get through. They do get a little bit, but the left side. So we totally cleared. Own Legion not having anything left aside from some Cav. Look at this. Plebs cleaning up house. Dunko getting a kill. Chimpy getting a kill. Units getting a kill. Everyone is getting kills on the pleb side. Odin's Legion, they got nothing left. Valkyrie trying to get back in. He's being met by a trap there. See if he can get on the point. Doesn't look like it, does it?
Absolutely no. This is a done deal. There's too much of a settle there. But again, you know what? I was going to credit Odin's, but I'm actually going to credit just, the audacity of. With that 10 man on LB, and it really did push them aside. So we've got the MVPs from the two teams. So we've got Dunkel, well, 0-16. That's insane. It shows you that hero and team play that's really valuable in plebs and teams like the other teams as well. So we've got plebs here. A lot of special units. I didn't see the doggos, actually. One of my favorite units in the game. Or they're with Farkas. So I would be interested to see how well they worked in this game. So
yeah, for sure.
But you can just see the disparity of there's hardly any deaths from plebs. Just probably there's team quality right here, even though there's good players on Odin's. But some insane scoreboards here. We've got Sekis on 6-0 and 13. We've got Tempo with his poleaxe. He's got his 6 kills. Yep. It's like, no, I'm taking all your kills this game. Flinner's up there with 4 kills as well. Wincrow doing God's work on his wall. And who, by the way, I'm on right now. I'm on where I'm so sick is. But you can see just the amount of the retinue damage. So I think it's actually really spicy because you get what, like 70 units or 40 or 50 units with the retinues. So you'll see a lot of these green octopuses. But I actually think you should switch them up a bit and maybe get some melees in there, some Cuteliers.
Yep.
Keep going down, people.
Looking at the post-battle analysis, you can see how convincingly plebs won that fight. 3 really, really big differences there between each and every fight. We could see it at the end, right? Just green units left almost for Odin's Legion. Definitely a big gap there in the units that were left. Odin's Legion tried to be creative there with the sea defense, but I feel like they didn't expect plebs to come through on the left side, and they just got flanked from all directions. So they probably had a plan to maybe use the area that's there to see if they could bait plebs into a certain spot, but they tried to chew more than they could. Right.
Absolutely, it's that again. You're going back to